Hi, so glad to be with you this week, and I'm so glad because I have a powerful word for you. It's found in Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse number 42. And it says, "And he brought him to Jesus. Andrew brought his brother Peter. And when Jesus beheld him," Peter, "he said, Thou art Simon, the son of Jona. Thou shalt be called Cephas." Peter was far from perfect. He had edges all through him. Rough personality, impetuous, very difficult person to be around. I mean, he was the center of attention, somewhat of a narcissistic personality. And so he was a fisherman, spent his time out there in the water with fish, just a rough and gruff kind of a person. And everybody knew him as that. But the first time that Jesus lays eyes on him, and yet knowing that what was ahead of him was he was going to be the one who denied the Lord. He was going to be the one who thought he was better than all of the other disciples. He was the one that was going to always be putting his foot in his mouth and creating. He's going to be the one that got out of the boat this time and jumped out of the boat that time. That Peter. In spite of all of that was yet to come, Jesus still said to him, "I call you Cephas. I'm going to rename you from Peter to the Rock." People that heard that probably thinking, Peter, a rock? He's not even a pebble. How could he be a rock? People don't often see your potential. They see you by your sickness, by your money level, your status level. They see you by your look, the color of your hair, the size of your waist. They see you by the kind of job that you have. When you tell you with Jesus, he sees you by the raw potential, the untapped treasure that's on the inside of you. You have untapped treasure that God wants to get out of you that will define your whole future. In spite of the edges you have, as Peter had, in spite of the difficult place you've come from that Peter did, I'm here today to tell you that God doesn't define you by your failure and by your mistakes. He defines you by the potential that God put in you when you were created. That's how he sees you. These people thought, what is he saying? Is he talking about the Peter that we know? When you get a hold of how God sees you and the potential that is yet, and you say, but I'm already 70. Hey, one day, 1,000 years is a day with the Lord. His time frame is so different. Samuel told Saul, I'm going to turn you into another man in one day. God can whip things up, turn things around, and do immediate works inside of people. And I'm here tonight to tell you that God's about to bring a major change inside of you and bring out that change. Bring out that treasure. Abram went to Abraham, Sarai went to Sarah, and Jacob went to Israel. Why all those name changes? Because there was a change in the structure of their innermost being. Hey, look up. Don't let people define you. Don't let your mistakes define you. Don't let where you've come from define you. Let God bring out the potential that he put in you the day he brought you into this earth to get you to do, be, and have all that he wants you to be. That's your word for the week.